Hey, fifth grade. I hope you're doing okay. I'm sorry that I wasn't at school yesterday. I actually was. I tried really hard to last and I ended up going home at 9:30. So I'm very sorry. I'm still not feeling really good. I have a bacterial infection. So I did just get antibiotics, so that's good. Anyway, we still need to continue with our learning. So I'm here at home and in my pajamas, and I'm going to make you a video to kind of explain what you should be focusing on today. Okay. So first, you're going to need your packet, and then you definitely are going to need a ruler. If you're still measuring yourself, you need the really long measuring tool. Those are in a bin in our classroom on the bookshelf, the brown bookshelf that has like the whiteboards and expo markers. But there's a bin of them on that bookshelf. Okay. Anyway, so you should already have this page filled out, right? With our ratio definition and 3 ways to fill out a ratio, 2 types of ratios and equivalent ratios. The next page in your packet is blank because we're not doing that yet. We're going to do that in a couple weeks. And then you have stretch, right? So you still need to measure him. Remember when you measure his head starts at his chin and it goes to the top of his hat. And then when they talk about his elbow, you can barely see it, but he has like a little elbow indentation right there. Okay, so just so you know. And his wrist is like at the end of this cuff. So this is where we left off. I'm going to make this larger so we can actually see it because it's tiny. 100%? Woo! Okay, there we go. So this is the paper that you're filling out right now, right? You're getting your length of foot, your height of head, your length of arm, and then the same thing for stretch. These will all be different, right? Like I'm going to have to trust you on those unless they really don't make sense. But these, everyone should have pretty much the same answers. Make sure that your answers are all in centimeters. Okay, so don't forget to put centimeters after each answer. When you're finished with that, you're going to take this information and you're going to apply it to, this is really slow. You're going to apply it to this, the next page right here, measuring Stretch the Clown. Writing each of the following ratio about you and Stretch in 3 different ways. Remember how ratios can be written in 3 different ways, right? As a fraction with a colon or the word to. So right now we have to write them in all 3 ways. Later you get to choose the way that you most prefer. Okay? So let's look at this one together. It says length of foot to length of forearm. And this one's me, right? Or you. Length of foot to length of forearm. So I would need to go back here and find my length of foot. Okay, I'm just totally going to make this up, okay? So 20 centimeters. We're going to pretend like it's 20 centimeters. And length of forearm. Length of forearm here. We're going to say that's 18 centimeters. Okay. So I have length of foot to length of forearm. And you would have your numbers, right? Because you measured yourself. So 20 centimeters to 18 centimeters. And remember, order is important. If this page says length of foot to length of forearm, you have to go foot to forearm. That is what I'm going to be checking. I have to make sure that you keep it in the right order. Just like a fraction, you can't just go flippity-floppeting the numbers, okay? So I would just, this is going to be strange to like type out, but that's okay. So I would say 20 centimeters to 18 centimeters. 20 centimeters to 8, I already did 2, colon, 18 centimeters. And then finally, I have to figure out how to do this one. 20 centimeters, I guess for typing purposes, I'll put a slash, 18 centimeters. And that would be my fraction. So you're going to fill this out for this whole page. Okay, remember this column right here, you're just comparing yourself. And this column, you're just comparing stretch. Don't forget to write it in all 3 ways, and don't forget to put centimeters after each number. Or alternatively, over here in this box, you could write all answers in centimeters. You could put that in each box And then you don't have to put centimeters after each question. It's up to you. Or after each digit, it's up to you. Okay? If you finish that, I would love for you to get started on the Funhouse Ratios page. Looks a little fuzzy on here. Hopefully it's better on in your packet. But it's the same thing. We're writing these ratios in 3 different forms. So it says compare the width to length of each window using a ratio written in 3 different ways. Record the ratios next to each window. So it has to go from width to length. You can't switch the order. I guess I can just do a text box here and we can do this one together. All right, so I can't see it, 4 to 2. Okay, so it's width to length. So that would be 2 centimeters to 4 centimeters, 2 centimeters colon 4 centimeters, and then 2 centimeters over, like a fraction, right? 4 centimeters. So there we go. You would do that for questions 1, 2, 3, and 4. That would be awesome if you got that far. We're going to work on questions 5, 6, and then this grid page together next time we're together, which I really look forward to. If you have any questions, you can send me a Schoology message or an email, okay? All right. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a really great long weekend. Bye.